It's me, Miss Hicks again, coming to you from, I'm in Miss Cole's room at school. I wanted to send you another chapter of Among the Imposters. Sorry about the first video being restricted. I think I've got that figured out. Let me know if I don't. I can fix it. Please, please, please check your emails for work from your teachers. We are still sending students work. Teachers are grading kids' work every 2 weeks. And you will get a final grade for the last 9 weeks of school, so make sure you're doing your work. If you don't have internet access and you need paper-based work, you can come to school and get that and then return it when you're done. So make sure you do your work, it's important. So here we go, chapter 10 in Among the Imposters. Luke put off returning to school as long as possible. Remember, he was sitting outside. It's crazy, I wonder if somebody's gonna find him. His stomach growled and he ignored it. The angle of the sun's rays grew sharper and sharper, but he consoled himself. It's still daylight. It just starts looking like twilight sooner when you're deep in the woods. Finally, he could ignore the truth no longer. It was getting dark. And even if nobody had noticed his absence so far, he'd be missed at bedtime. Jackal Boy would be sure to complain if Luke wasn't there for him to pick on. Strangely, that made him almost feel good. Luke didn't even stop to figure that one out. He strode to the edge of the woods, looked around carefully, and then took off running across the lawn. Halfway to school, he was struck by a horrible thought. What if the door was locked? A few steps later, he was close enough to tell. The door wasn't open anymore. It wasn't even ajar. Luke dashed even faster across the lawn, as if he could outrun his panic. His heart pounded, and it wasn't just from running. He'd been so stupid going out the door in the first place. Or if he had to step outside, why hadn't he gone back right away? Why had he risked everything for a day in the woods? He knew why. He was finally close enough to touch the doorknob. He reached it with a trembling hand, prepared for the worst. Stay calm, he told himself, stay calm. If it's locked, maybe you can find another door that works. Maybe you can still slip back inside undetected. Maybe... Luke didn't have much faith in maybes. Hopelessly, he twisted the knob. The knob turned easily. Barely daring to believe his luck, Luke pulled the door open a crack. He couldn't see anyone, so he slid in and let the door close behind him. It was dark at this end of the hall. He appreciated the shadows. Luke was tiptoeing past vacant classrooms when he heard the shout. Hey, what are you doing down there? It was one of the hall monitors. I got lost, Luke said, not stammering any more than he would have under normal circumstances. And the excuse was entirely plausible. Hadn't he been lost a million times so far at school? But he didn't know what he was missing. Supper, the evening lecture, lights out. The hall monitor peered at him suspiciously. Nobody's supposed to be in this wing of the building right now, he said. Why'd you leave the dining hall? Luke got sudden inspiration. I got sick, he said. I ran to go to the bathroom, but then I got lost when I was going back. The hall monitor looked skeptical. The bathroom's right across from the dining hall, he said. I wasn't paying attention. I'm new. I was sick. Luke tried to look dumb enough and queasy enough to have made such a stupid mistake. The hall monitors took a step back, like he didn't want to catch anything. Okay, he relented. Go back immediately. Relieved, Luke turned to go, and then he stopped. Only the day before, he would have obeyed unthinkingly, but now he had a secret to protect. Now he had to be crafty. He turned back to the monitor. I don't know how to get there, remember? Oh, for crying out loud, why do I have to babysit all the leckers? He took Luke's arm and jerked him to the right. Go that way. Turn left at the first hallway, then left and right ahead again. Now get out of here. The hall monitor sounded a little panicked himself. The day before, Luke wouldn't have noticed, but now he had to pay attention. Something about that door, Luke thought. Why is the hall monitor so desperate to get me away from it? Luke was still pondering that question when he reached the doors to the dining room. They burst open and the boys streamed out. Luke's timing was perfect. He'd gotten there just as everyone was heading toward the evening lecture. He blended in. See, Mr. Talbot, he thought bitterly, I am following the only bit of advice you saw fit to give me. Aren't you proud? Mighty generous of you, I'm sure. But some of Luke's bitterness had eased. The note had been worthless, but he had the woods to think about now. And if the note had led him to the woods, well, he did have reason to be grateful to Jen's dad, didn't he? Nobody challenged Luke as he walked into the lecture room and sat down. Nobody asked, where have you been all day? Nobody ordered him, now leave this building again. Never leave this building again. He'd gotten away with it, and he could get away with it again. That was a quick chapter. That's chapter 10. I'll send you chapter 11 soon. I just know that something exciting has got to happen. Actually, I've read it before and I know, but I'm not telling. So, just a reminder, do your schoolwork. Let me know if you get this video. I hope it's not blocked again. Sorry about that. I'm going to try to fix that. And I hope to see you again soon. I miss you all. Bye.